How did you spawn? Seriously. Is that a spawnable block for you? Hey there everyone, my name's GamePar and welcome back to another episode on the InfinityCraft server. We are starting this episode from on top of our new base location. As you can see, between episodes I have gotten another whole level of the ring in place, which actually goes out a little bit further in some areas, and I've got a bit of the third section started, and I'm slowly coming to the realization that we are going to need a ton of light sources up here in this base area, and I've been chucking down torches right now, but torches don't really look all that great. So I was thinking that what is needed is a whole pile of end rods. I think that is going to work out so much better. And we're going to want end rods on the inside and the outside of this thing. So we, in this episode, need to find a way of procuring for ourselves a whole pile of end rods. Now, my understanding is that end rods are made by using popped chorus fruit and blaze rods. So we're going to have to find a way of getting a whole pile of those resources and creating a ton of end rods, because I don't know if you've noticed or not, but this isn't a tiny build, and this is going to take a load of end rods to light up on the inside. So I think that our first step in this endeavor is going to be heading over to the end and harvesting for ourselves a whole pile of chorus fruit and getting that into some furnaces and getting that popped. The next part of the episode, we'll need to find some way of creating for ourselves a whole pile of blaze rods, and I'm thinking that I might attempt to build the Nembomb Blaze Farm. That is a farm which uses the pathfinding of the blazes to farm them. So let's get this episode started. Case in point, why we need to make sure that this place is fully lit up. We don't need any of those creepers exploding on us. Also, I had some intelligence that led me to believe that there were some chickens up here, and indeed there are. We're gonna have to make sure that these chickens get back home. Yeah, let's make sure that these chickens get back home, shall we? On my way over to my temporary base to head over to the end, I just decided to stop by here and look at this. We've got a pile of diamonds for red concrete. I'm gonna have to go through and see if there's any more in here. This just can't be allowed. Who left a floating tree here? That's just plain old physics fails. We're just gonna stick these diamond blocks into this last shulker here, and we just need one more to make these full. But it looks like nobody else has been harvesting any witherheads for the last little bit, so hopefully we'll get some more. We need lots more. So I figured that the best way for me to collect all of the chorus fruit that I need for the end rods is simply to go into the end and collect it where it grows naturally. Look at all of this. Yeah, all of the chorus fruit plant. I don't think I'm going to be running out of chorus fruit for some time to come. Ooh! How many did we get out of the one plant? That was, yeah, we got 17 out of one plant. I think we're going to do just fine. AFK death has struck me again. I was sitting here waiting for the chorus fruit to pop in the furnaces, and well, I was killed by a slime while I was AFK, and I didn't notice until everything despawned. That's right. It's time for yet another grind to replace GamePar's gear. So much work. Yeah, seriously, a slime. Apparently, I was standing right here, and somehow a slime got into this area and killed me. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But, well, let's see what we got. I did put all of it into these areas here, and I think there's more. Yeah, so there's at least 5 in each of these furnaces. So if I take these out, you'll see just how much chorus fruit I was able to procure in the end. I think this one has it, and then that's it, I crafting, none in there. That's right. All right, so quite a bit plus what we already have in here. So I guess that's not too bad. We've got a few stragglers here that'll cook in the furnaces out in the other room. But, yeah, I mean, that's pretty good, but it's definitely not worth losing all of our gear. I guess my job tonight is regaining, remaking, recrafting, re-enchanting all the gear. Looks like somebody got a creeper to blow up on my sugarcane farm. This sure wasn't here a little while ago. Look at this line of closed off XP dispensers. Yep, I am my best customer, it seems. So far I have my fortune pick, my silk touch pick, my sword, which we lost a little while ago, and just haven't replaced yet. I got a door apparently. My shovel, I've got a temporary axe because I don't like fortune. I would prefer to have silk touch. So we might just see if I can get that upgraded. But this works for now. The last thing we need to do is combine these two bows, and then we'll have a bow back, and that's going to be everything as far as the tools are concerned. And this is a good pair of shoes, so I'm going to put mending on that. I've already put mending on this hat because it's pretty good. Pants, I never really do well with pants, so we'll just see if we get anything better. I'm not going to spend too much time on that, but that's basically going to be ourselves fully restocked in decent gear. So let's get that. I just need to go get a mending book. Do I still have my... No, I guess they're all down in my temporary base. Well then. Oh, also, I made an anvil. I'm going to leave this anvil here so people can repair stuff while they're in the XP shop. It's important to put your elytra back on if you want to try to fly. Yes. Pro tip for you. Alright, we've got all mending on stuff. We've got all these tools back in action. I think we're probably pretty good. If you're curious how long that took me to do, it took me a little over 80 minutes to get all of my gear back. How do I know? I've been watching Silver Platinum's live stream while I've been doing this, so I know exactly how long it's taken me. If you haven't checked out his channel, go over, check it out, subscribe to his channel, like his videos, watch his live streams, it's pretty cool. Alright, it is time to start building our blaze farm. I have just spent a little bit of time and I've got myself a few different potions, some instant health and some fire resistance, which we are definitely going to need because we are approaching some blazes. So let me head over and get to the spot where I've found a blaze spawner. Just realized on the way over here that I've got my new bow, but I don't have any arrows, so I need to see if I can find some regular old skeletons and relieve them of their arrows. There might be some arrows up here. No arrows! I'm gonna have to find some. Ooh! Got a witherhead! That's gonna come in handy. I need to see if I can find a regular skeleton without any wither skeletons on that side, which I think we should be able to deal with right now. We can take one of these guys out. Let's do that. So we just need to make a temporary hole in this. Go in, and we're just gonna... Yeah, I see you. I need your arrows, buddy. Just give me your arrows. We just put this back in place, and the step back in place, and we have arrows. Sweet. Now, I should really deal with those guys. Ooh! Got another head! Ha! I'm not even trying, and I'm getting them each time. That's amazing. Alright, so my first job here is to block the spawner off in all directions so that I can work without dealing with blazes spawning. Now, how many blocks down here does this go? Okay, this looks like it might be solid down here. That's a bonus. Okay. Yeah, I see. Okay, let me get rid of you. Okay. I'm just gonna get rid of this stuff here. Yeah. Are any more spawn? Oh, hello. We don't need you around here, mucking up things. Oh yeah, they can still spawn. I see you. Okay, so you guys can still spawn out there. Fun. That's gonna be a trick and a half to block off. Alright, I think I should be fairly safe here apart from the random ones that are over here. So, now it's time to move on to the next step. I have to... I wish I knew exactly where the spawner was down here. There it is. Spawner's right down there, so I need to make sure that I clear out a space all around it. How many blocks down is it? Okay, 1, 2, 3. 3 down. Okay, let's see if I can do this without messing it up. So I need to clear out a space 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks away in every direction. How did you spawn? Seriously. Is that a spawnable block for you? Right along here. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess that would be spawnable for you. Okay, well let's get some more of this netherrack, because it's going to have to be all cleared out anyway. And put some blocks in here. Alright, that should be fully protected now, I think. Okay. So... 1, 2, 3, 4. This row and everything beyond here has to come out for a certain number of blocks, which I need... Seriously? This is going to be much more dangerous than I thought. I'm going to go back to my reference material and just double check to see how many blocks out I need to do this. So I thought instead of encasing this spawner in solid blocks where I risk accidentally breaking the spawner when I go to clear it out later, I would encase it in glass blocks. That way I know exactly what I'm dealing with, exactly where, how, etc. So yeah, let's do this. I've got some magenta stained glass from the end that I'm going to repurpose for this. I'm just going to give myself a bit of a safety net from any potential wither skeletons that might be coming my way here. Alright, so this brick here that I've kind of just cobbled together, I'm going to... Oh, that's sweet. This actually goes down all the way to the bottom. That is really helpful. I'm going to replace this with glass so I know exactly where everything is. I don't want to accidentally risk breaking the spawner later on down the road. I should probably take my... No, that's the wrong one. Potion of fire protection. So given my proclivity for unforeseen death, I've gone back to the overworld and gotten a shulker full of gravel so that I can deal with this lava that's underneath here, because I just envision myself one of these days being blown off here by one of these guys and falling to my death in lava and losing everything all over again. So I'm gonna spend a few minutes doing some health and safety around here and just filling in the lava around this area with some gravel. Here we go! The spawner is completely encased with glass. I do believe that every spawnable block option has been encased in glass. There's nowhere that the blazes from this spawner can spawn. So we have a little bit of safety now while we're working on this project. So this is a 9x9 surface, and this is going to go down 6 blocks below the spawner, I believe, so that they're going to spawn inside here, drop down out of the range of the spawner so that more can spawn. And then what I need to do next is clear out every opaque, like solid block in a 10 block distance out from this 9x9 area here. And I've got to remember, I've got to go look at my information to see how many blocks high and low I have to clear out. This is going to be a bit of a tricky task just because of all the lava, and I don't want to die. But you know what? We're going to try it. I keep going inside myself there. We are going to try it. We are going to do our very best to do this. And hopefully we will not die in lava. Time to get digging. What we have here is the containment chamber for once the these pink blocks or purple blocks are removed. The blue is going to be the containment chamber that the blazes are going to spawn into. We'll keep them contained. What we need to do next is build for ourselves a massive block that is going to be 7 blocks up from the floor here, 7 blocks below, and is going to fill this area 10 blocks this way, 10 blocks that way in a square, and it's got to be filled solid. Basically, this is giving the blazes, from what I understand, target blocks to pathfind towards so that they come over into this corner here and get trapped. So I'm thinking that I'm going to use this corner here because there's already a bunch of blocks. Maybe that's not the best idea because I can't risk there being lava blocks in here, can I? It needs to be solid. Well, whichever corner I'm going to use, I just need to build this 10 by 10 by 14 solid block here. So I'm going to get working on that and start clearing this out. Also, this blue glass is going to go all the way to the top there, and it'll be the containment chamber. Apparently it doesn't need a roof, so that should be okay. We've got all the blocks in the surrounding area cleared out, so there aren't any rogue blocks for the blazes to pathfind to. The next order of business is to figure out how we are doing the collection area. So I'm going to get working on that. I know that it involves some trapdoors, and I need to figure out how I'm going to build an area for me to get down there, because I want to personally destroy all the blazes with my sword. So, and get the XP from it as well. So I'm going to work on this project, bring you back, and once we get this done, we'll be able to pretty much remove these temporary glass blocks and get this blaze farm going. This whole thing is complete. Well, at least I think it's complete. I've logged into my camera account to give you a really good idea of what's going on here. And as you see, almost by magic, the blazes just seem to wander over to the trap area and fall down. There's absolutely no redstone, no circuitry, no trickery. It's just got to do with the game mechanics. The blazes are seeing solid blocks in the corner, and they are just pathfinding to them. And they just kind of build up here, and I can just slay them with my sword. Let me just get rid of a whole bunch of them here. Woohoo! And this is quite the good XP generator as well. I can just collect all the XP. Yeah, so this is doing pretty good. So far, I've got, let's just see in this shulker box here, I have over 5 stacks, and I've just been sitting here for a few minutes waiting for these things to spawn. So it's doing pretty well. Let me give you a bit of a flyby here and give you the tour. This blue line shows the perimeter of the farm. There can't be any solid blocks within the perimeter of this farm from the glass level here all the way up to the spawner level here. And actually, I should probably put another layer of blue glass on top of here. I'm just seeing that this is a little bit low. I think it's supposed to be 1 block higher. But yeah, it's working pretty good. They're not escaping, so that might not be an issue. This is just a single solid... Oh, I'm missing a button up top. This is just a single solid block of blocks which gives the blazes loads of blocks of pathfind towards. The buttons are on top to stop just general mobs spawning on top of here. So this is a success. I'm going to just kill a few more of these things. Actually, let me pop into my own... Oh, I can't do that, can I? Can I not? Oh, apparently not. Oh well. That is loud. I'm going to kill a few more of these, collect the blaze rods, and then we are going to make up the end rods that we need to light up our base. We've got a whole pile of end rods made up. I've got a bunch in my inventory. There's a shulker box right here that is almost full of them too. And we are lighting up the whole area. So that is really, really good progress for today's episode. However, there is still one thing that we need to do. We need to reunite these chickens with their owner. And so we need to make sure that these chickens get back to RaleMaximus's base. Let's do that now. So we have returned Rail's chickens, and it seems that they've brought some friends with them. There's a few more here too. So here you go, Rail. Your chickens have returned. But that is all the time that we have for today's episode. I hope that you've really enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit the like button. If you're new to my channel or haven't done so yet, why not hit that subscribe button today and make me a very happy GamePar. As always, take a few moments and check out the YouTube channels of the other InfinityCraft members. Well worth your time. Hit their subscribe and like buttons to show them a little bit of love. But for now, this has been GamePar playing on the InfinityCraft server. Have a great day, everyone.